Let's now talk about what's happening in Nigeria. The Nigerian state of Borno is facing one of its worst floods in decades, prompting the local authorities to declare a flood alert. Animals have been washed out on the streets. Many animals have been killed. Our next report taking a closer look.
Nigeria's northeastern state of Borno is grappling with one of its biggest tragedies in decades. Massive flooding triggered by the collapse of the Alua Dam on September 10th has left large parts of Maiduguri submerged underwater. As a result of the dam overflow, hundreds of homes were destroyed in flooding, and thousands of residents were forced to flee their homes to safety.
There is difference. This is more than the one that we are seeing before. This flooding, we never see that kind of flooding. This is the first time for me to see that flooding.
According to the state government, the dam was at full capacity due to unusually high rains. Visiting the flood victims, Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima assured them of all government assistance.
The President has given the assurance that the federal government will stand firmly behind the government and people of Borno State towards ameliorating the pitiable conditions of our people. We are talking to the organized private sector for them to further reinforce the efforts of the Borno State government. Honestly, Your Eminence, the tragedy that we have seen is well beyond the capacity of the Borno State government alone to shoulder.
Even the local zoo in Maiduguri was not spared from the flooding. According to zoo officials, the deadly floods killed more than 80% of animals housed. The zoo housed an array of wildlife from lions and crocodiles to buffaloes and ostriches. Zoo officials have cautioned local residents to take precautions as some of these animals and reptiles were washed away into inhabited areas. According to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees in Nigeria, the flooding was the worst in 30 years in the city.
The water started since yesterday. I told my husband that we should vacate the place with our children. He said that it would not reach us. Around 2 o'clock in the morning, I told them we should leave the area. They said it would not get to us. Before you know it, the water covered all our house. As I'm speaking with you, my room is completely flooded, and the only thing I'm left with is the cloth I'm wearing currently.
The flooding has also triggered another problem for the insurgency-hit Nigerian city. Floods ravaged Nigeria's correctional center in Maiduguri. A part of the wall of the prison collapsed, giving inmates an escape route. Close to 200 prisoners are said to have escaped, including commanders of Boko Haram who were directly responsible for deadly violence in the country's northeast. Officials say that they have managed to transfer 200 others to a different facility and are trying to locate those who escaped. The Boko Haram insurgency in Nigeria has killed more than 35,000 people and displaced 2.6 million others. Last month, at least 18 were killed by suicide bombers in a coordinated attack targeting a wedding, a funeral, and a hospital in Borno. With thousands of people displaced due to the flooding, it's an uphill task for the authorities as they continue relief and rescue operations. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.